California's independent commission tasked with drawing political boundaries is in the home stretch of crafting maps that will determine legislative and congressional districts for the next decade. And not everyone is happy about what the commission has proposed so far. Both Democratic and Republican operatives are grumbling about the current drafts. They create more competitive districts than California has now and put dozens of state lawmakers and members of Congress in the same district as other incumbents. That's messy for politicians, but fine for voters and good for a healthy democracy. We want politicians to compete for our votes. That's why voters in 2008 and 2010 approved the nonpartisan redistricting system California has now, a reform the Times also supported. Now, instead of having lines drawn by politicians looking out for their own interests, we have a commission of ordinary citizens, including 5 Democrats, 5 Republicans and 4 independents, who draw new districts every 10 years based on updated census data and community interests. But California is one of only 8 states that have embraced this nonpartisan approach. In most states, politicians still control the process. That leads to gerrymandering, the drawing of political districts by the party in power for the purpose of maintaining control. They do it by carving up the map so that voters of the opposition party are packed into fewer districts, or split up into many districts to dilute their votes. Democrats in Oregon and Illinois, and Republicans in North Carolina, Texas, and Ohio, have drawn such unfair congressional maps that analysts at the Princeton Gerrymandering Project scored them all, and if all of this will play a role in determining who wins control of the U.S. House of Representatives. Democrats are already at a disadvantage because the party in power usually suffers losses in midterm elections. Republicans control redistricting in 20 states and are expected to gerrymander districts in ways that further bolster their advantage. So some Democrats say California's nonpartisan system forces them to fight with one arm tied behind their back. If politicians in this deep blue state controlled the line drawing, there would be fewer swing districts and even more Democratic wins.